hang up this phone. Hey, buddy. You're on mute. Just saying. Yeah. There we go.
I'm on mute.
Yeah, no, you're good now. Have you got video or no?
I can't hear you yet.
Have you got video? You might want to turn.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Sorry about 5 minutes.
What's that?
Sorry about the delay.
That's all right. You can hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Have you got video or no? I always like doing these calls over video.
No, without the video is fine. Just got up. I don't want you to get distracted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. I do most of my calls over video. I'll just turn my video off and that's fine. Okay, man. So I guess like what did you hope to get out of the call today?
I would like to get good information and to see if this is something that I could utilize. So right now I'm also working with Eli. You just did a 1 hour call with in the group, I think last month. So that's how I know about you as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I'm just trying to see how I can improve myself because I want to do this.
Okay. So can you sort of, I guess, like what have you done in terms of like the Jeremy Minor world? Have you done the NAPQ course? Like where are you at?
No, I have not done it. Excuse me. I was trying to see what would be a good idea, and Eli's thing came up. So yeah, I joined him. That's good for me so far. I think so. But there is a lot of work to be done. That is also for sure.
Okay. Okay. And what is it that attracted you to Jeremy?
Yeah, there's a lot of things, of course, because of the results, right? Results speak for themselves. Those are great. And one of the things I was looking for is whether to join with you, but then I realized like you are also on the same team, so I thought it would be a good idea to just see talk to you and see what would be the best thing to do.
Okay. And are you looking for more coaching or more of a course? Like, do you want someone to really refine your systems, your script, your tonality? Like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, that one, because
okay,
like I mentioned, I'm already on the course, right? So
okay, yeah, you might as well get some coaching there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And yeah, okay. And I guess, because you're in sales, there's that congruency of speech and action. So by you taking action on your goals and all that kind of stuff, then it makes it easier to sell, right?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
There's that like congruency of speech and action. So by you taking action on your goals and stepping outside your comfort zone, then you have that, then you don't buy into people's narratives. So it's easier to overcome objections.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, man. So in terms of your sales process, like what do you do for that now? Like run me through like where you've gotten your scripting, your sales process, and all that kind of stuff.
So some of it is from the company I'm working for.
Yeah.
Mostly it's that part, but the some of the part I have taken from Eli. I'm refining it, but when I try to follow the process, I just get lost. Probably because I'm still new, and that's why I'm thinking if there is some kind of
yeah. I mean, the NAPQ process is quite simple, so I don't think sales processes need to be complicated. I don't think they need to go deep into NLP. You know what I mean? I think a really good sales process is quite simple to follow. So how long have you been doing it the way that you're currently doing it?
It's just been a few months.
Okay. And the reason why you did it that way is because that's sort of what was provided for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you like the sales process you have now?
A little bit, but the thing is,
like, what do you like about it?
About the entire sales process?
Well, about your scripting, like about like your like the process that you take people through, like when you're on a call.
Yeah, sometimes I feel it's a little bit challenging because the process I follow is I show them the entire like demonstration and walk them through all the features, benefits, and yeah, I mean that's the thing. I just find it sometimes it's challenging because people just come expecting just information, and that's it.
Okay, so okay, so and are you is it working? Like, are you getting results with your process?
I'm not sure because the other guys in the company they do get good results. It's just that I'm not getting it, and like I can't evaluate myself very well. That is one of the things. And so, yeah, if somebody could look at it, if there is an option, that could also help.
Okay, so how many sales a month are you making right now?
Not many. So far, I did about 32 calls. I did four sales.
Okay, and how much commission do you get per sale?
Yeah, so overall, I did about 9,000
9,000 for the month.
in it total,
In how long?
about 3 months.
Okay, so you're on about 4.5, 5,000 a month, and but you've had 32 calls and 4 sales, so you're closing at like about 12%.
12.5, yeah.
Okay, cool. And I guess where do you think you could be if you had a
Um,
better process? Like where are the top sales reps? Like what are they making?
yeah, I know about you, man. So, but apart from
No,
that,
I mean like the top sales reps like in your company.
in
Like
my company, they do 100K, 150K.
a month?
Yeah.
Okay, so the sales reps are doing 100K a month. So
Yeah.
you've clearly got opportunity.
You mean in commissions or
Yeah.
how?
Yeah,
In
comms, yeah.
commission, commissions, I think about 40K. Yeah.
Okay. So there's
40.
definitely opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just about being able to grab the opportunity. Is that right?
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
if I can talk about that a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't know what is how typically people do who are doing good. I mean, of course, some guys who are exceptionally well, maybe you, Jeremy, like you guys, you could do very well. But I just don't know how much typically a person who can improve in their game they could do.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're closing it, even if you had a modest increase, if you went from closing at 12.5 to 25%, you'd double your income, so you'd go to 10K a month, which isn't even a good close rate. So the top guys in your company, what percentage are they closing?
Yeah, so it varies by month. Sometimes, on an average, about I would say 30% or so. But
Okay, so
sometimes,
so we know that 30% is possible.
yeah.
Okay, so if the goal is to get to 30%, then we know that we can pretty much triple your income if you just did as well as the guys who are in your company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the goal is to be the best in the company, obviously. Like that's the goal. That's the goal of all of our students. All of our students need to become the best person in the company. Okay, so I guess like just so I can sort of see the rationale behind why you're looking to kind of fix the sales process around. But like besides that kind of like the mentoring and all that kind of stuff, like what's sort of the main reason you're looking to, I don't know, like sort of streamline and systemize the process now rather than kind of doing it the way that you've always been doing it?
Um, yeah. Can you ask maybe in a different page just so I can answer it well?
Yeah, for sure. So what's the reason why you're looking to sort of, I guess, change the way you do things now?
I reached out to her just to see. I mean, there was some information about the program. So I thought, let me just ask her, what is it? And then she decided to set up the call.
Yeah.
And she said it's with you, so I thought it would be a good idea to just talk to you and see.
Yeah. Well, what are you hoping, like, that's why you booked the call, but why do you want the help? Like, why do you want the coaching?
Coaching, I want because I want to hit, hit about 40, 50K in commissions. That's where I want to go.
Okay, and with the process that you have now, and I guess the skill levels that you have now, how close do you feel like you are to being able to hit that?
I just don't know because I also think I just don't have enough reps and I'm fairly new. So I just don't know. That is one of the things
What does that mean?
I'm
You just
able
don't
to
know.
evaluate. Sorry?
If I had to analyze you as a prospect right now, I'd say you're giving yourself a reason why you're not going to
Okay.
proceed with coaching.
Okay.
So you're admitting non-buyer language. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Um, all right.
Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so from a pure analytical sales point of view, you've just given yourself a reason why you shouldn't do coaching. You've said, I just don't know. You gave yourself two reasons. I think I'm just really new and maybe I haven't had enough reps yet. So to me, what I'm hearing is the objection I'm going to get at the end of this is I just want to wait and see how I go. I haven't given it much time. So then what I have to do as a salesperson is combat that now in the call so I don't get that later. Make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So how I would combat that would be like through cost of inaction questions, right? So like right now you said that so I would ask the question again, like with the process and the skill level that you have right now, how close do you feel you are to being able to actually earn 50K a month every month in commissions?
Um, well, to be honest, like I mentioned, and okay, yeah, this might again sound the same along the same lines, but I
Yeah.
just want to, have a conversation with you and tell you whatever it is.
Yeah.
Uh, so do let me know if you think it's again non-biased
Yeah. So
language.
basically what I'm saying is, do you think that with your current skill level and with the
Not with
current
the
sales process that you have, how close do you feel like you are to being able to earn $50,000 a month in commissions?
with current sales process, I don't know, but with current skill levels, yeah, not so much.
Okay, why do you feel that way?
Um, yeah, because of the how some of the calls go or how the experience has been so far. I do see there is a lot of improvement to be done.
Okay. Okay. And so let's just like future pace this out, right? So try and attach an emotional anchor to that 50 grand a month. Let's just even half it. Let's say 25 grand a month, because 50 grand a month might be too much of a goal too far down the road for you to truly picture. So let's just say we're able to get you to 20 grand a month. Okay. Which is less than what the top earners in your company earn. So we know that it's a very achievable number. Okay. So if you were able to make 20 grand a month every month in your business, in commissions, like what would you do with that type of money coming in?
Yeah, that would be a good time to invest more in myself and become the best in the company.
Okay. But what would it do for you personally if you were able to make that much money? Like, how would that make you feel?
Yeah, that would be actually great.
Does that mean that you're not feeling great about the situation now?
About this situation right now,
About your income levels that you're earning at the moment.
not so much. Yeah, not so much.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, I see other guys in the company, they do good. I know I could also do it because I'm not the person to be delivering it, the results, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
just one of the people on the phone, so I could also do it. It's just a matter of improving.
Okay. And how long have you felt that you're not sort of, I guess, I don't know, living up to the potential that you have?
In the sales,
Yeah. Because you feel like you have it, right? You feel like you know you
yeah,
can do it, but
yeah,
you
I
just
can
there's a
do, yeah,
few things lacking.
honestly.
So how long have you felt that way?
Maybe about a month or so.
Okay. And do you feel like that's, I don't know, maybe impacting your sales or what you're doing?
I'm not sure. Just being
Yeah.
honest with you.
Do you feel
But
like
yeah,
do you
it
feel
could
like
be impacted.
do you feel like your mindset affects your sales?
Yeah, it does.
How would your life be different if you were making 20 grand a month than what it is now?
Okay, it would be amazing for sure. Yeah, that could be like a place from where I can look for even bigger avenues and also mindset wise be in a more comfortable place.
Okay. So what happens if you don't do it? What happens if you don't learn the skills to get to that 20K a month every month?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, the situation would be same,
Would be
just
what,
like it
sorry?
is now.
What did you say, sorry?
Yeah, I said in that case, the situation would be same, more or less, just like how it is now.
Are you willing to settle for that?
Not at all.
And I guess whose choice is it to settle?
Sorry,
And whose choice is it whether you settle or not?
it's mine.
Okay. So do you want to like learn the skills to change the situation so you can make money
Yeah,
that you really want to start earning?
definitely.
And why not just do it later? Why do it now?
I have been looking at things what I could do as well. Um, that's why I joined like at least one program.
Yep.
Just looking what else I could do. And so I'm looking. I'm
Because our program's not for the faint of heart, man.
oh,
Our
okay.
program's going to be working with Jeremy. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like writing out your sales structures, all that kind of stuff. Are you like we're going to hold you to a pretty high standard? Are you okay with being held to that standard?
Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think like I guess like why do you think having Jeremy write out your sales structure would be a benefit to you?
Sales structure is one of the things for sure. I think he's also doing a workshop tomorrow.
Yep.
But what I think is, like I was saying to you earlier as well, is more one-on-one help or somewhere, I'll be evaluated so that I can improve. I think that is something I could definitely use.
Okay.
Um,
And do you feel like with that information you can get yourself to that 20K a month?
yeah, I mean, constant evaluation. Yeah, that's how we grow. So definitely.
Okay. All right, man. Well, based off what you told me, I think that what we do might actually work for you. So, if it's cool with you, what I'll go through is kind of exactly how we work and then the different options that we have. And then from there, we can figure out what's the best way to move forward. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we have the NEPQ course. Okay. Which is essentially it's a website, okay, where we have like all the videos and we take you through the NEPQ method. We take you through it step by step, and then we do like a Q&A once a week in the Facebook group. Okay. It's great. It's a really good stepping stone, but it's not coaching, if that makes sense. So it's just a little bit of a different way to do it. It's 3,997. Okay, to hop on that, and that goes for 12 months. Okay, um, that is great, and I think it's a phenomenal product in terms of what you're looking for. It's not like what you're looking for. Does that make sense in terms of like coaching?
Mhm.
Okay, but I think it would be of use to you regardless. Okay, which is why we include it in the coaching. Okay, so now in terms of the coaching itself, so we have a 3, a 6, and a 12 month. Okay. Now the 3 month is 15, the 6 month is 22.5, and the 12 month is 30. And we have different payment plans available, but I'll take you through that at the end. And what I want to do now is kind of explain to you what we give you for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So essentially, what we do for the whatever length of time that you're in the program for is obviously you get access to the NEPQ training system, which is the portal that I just told you about. But what we do is we give you access to Jeremy in your back pocket 24 hours a day. Okay, so have you ever heard of the app Voxer?
Yes.
Yeah, so we give you unlimited access to Voxer for Jeremy. Okay, the reason why we do this, man, is because we used to just do like a one-on-one call, but as you know, like sales is dynamic. right? It's a constantly moving structure. So I don't want to have like a call with you booked in and then you have 10 questions in between now and then and no access to be able to answer them, right? So what we do is we give you access to Jeremy and you can actually get feedback on your tonality, because what you can do is you can record your calls, you can do bite-sized little chunks, and then you can send him little bite-sized chunks, right? And then he can give you actual real-time feedback on your tonality, and you can ask any questions that you may have that come up during the day. Okay? And the reason why we do that is so that you can get real-time instant feedback, so you can start to get wins and get more sales like day one. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next thing we do is we do a weekly scripting session. So we go through and we write out scripts and we make sure that you understand the scripting process that you're going through. And we do that in a small group. Okay. Again, the reason why we do that is because I want you to have a deep understanding of what you're actually saying and why, so that when people throw you curveballs, you know exactly how to handle it. We're going to script out all your sales calls. We're going to script out referrals. We're going to script out objection handling. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing we're going to do is do a weekly call review and role play. So again, we put you in a group of other people who are all being trained by Jeremy, and we do role plays. Okay. Role plays are extremely effective because we can work on our tonality and work on all the small things. Okay. And I'll give you a quick example of what I mean by that. So let's say I'm going to ask you the question. So like, why is that important to you now though? Okay. Now I can say it like that, which is then it gives you the power to decide if you're going to talk about the time frame or if you're going to talk about the tangible, right? Because like it's a very neutral way of saying it. But if I want to get you to talk about the tangible that, like, then I just emphasize that. So I'd say, well, why is that important to you now though? Okay. And then you're automatically going, I'm shaping you into what I want you to talk about. Now, if I want to go over the urgency and I really want to get the urgency side of things down and the time frames, then I'll emphasize the now. So I would go, well, why is that important to you now, though? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those small tonality shifts allow you to subtly direct the call exactly where you want it to go. Okay?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there, you also get access to all of our workshops and you get access to all of our virtual events. Okay. So, which is a whole, and then we have a Facebook group specifically for the people who are in the Inner Circle program. Okay. Does that structure that I've laid out there, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay. And does it sort of seem like it can get you from where you are to where you want to go?
I mean, I'm sure, other guys are getting the results. But
okay. Is there anything in particular that you feel like would it be of most amount of help to you?
Sorry?
Is there anything in particular in there? I'm just curious as to why you feel that way. Like what is it that you feel like will be the most amount of help?
Yeah, I haven't used Voxer. I heard of it. Is it like
it's a walkie-talkie app? So it's voice, right? So I can just go, hey Jeremy, I have a question about this, and you can just ask a question and he can just come back to you. So it's a walkie-talkie app. It's essentially, you know how you can do voice messages in Facebook? It's essentially just that, but the only people who have Jeremy on Voxer are people who he's coaching. So it means that we can get back to you really quickly. So you basically got a Jeremy Miner in your pocket 24 hours a day.
All right.
So do you feel like with that level of support, you'd be able to hit your goals?
I'm not sure, man. I could definitely do that, but I just don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? What is it you don't know?
Because, this kind of support I'm also getting in different program. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing or different thing.
Okay, well, what are you doing now?
I'm in Eli's program.
Yeah, which one?
Which one? The beta group.
Okay, so you're getting a weekly scripting call, a weekly role play, and also access to Eli one-on-one over Voxer?
Yeah, no one-on-one access. That's the only part. Weekly calls are there.
Yeah, so
access.
Yeah. So the whole point of getting the coaching is getting the coaching, right? So the NEPQ scripting, in terms of like the scripting is where we lay out your sales structure, right? Then the Voxer is where you get the coaching. Plus, we're going to do the role plays. So you have to learn. Do you want me to show you what happened when I signed up to?
Yeah.
I'll share my screen real quick. Just give me 1 second.
No problem. So the role play you're referring to, how does that work? Is it with other guys in the program or?
Yeah, it's with other guys within the group, but Jeremy runs the whole thing. So Jeremy's giving you feedback. It's a chance for him to give you real-time feedback. Make sense?
Yeah. Is it like, let's say you and I are in the same group taking coaching, so we'll just decide, hey, why don't we do the real role play? It's like
no,
that.
so I mean, you can do that as well, which I highly recommend. But what we do is we have a scheduled time where we all get together, and then we do what's called a sprint role play. It's a different type of role play where you role play specific parts of your script. Okay. And you have to understand the scripting structure in order for it to actually make sense so you can do it properly. But then we can go, okay, we're going to go through solution awareness questions. Okay. Hitendra, you're going to role play with Matt. Okay, cool. Hitendra, you're the salesperson. Matt, you're the prospect. Okay, go. Right. And then we do like a 4 or 5 minute role play on a specific part of the script. And then we can critique your questions, critique your tone. It's how you get good quickly, by getting that kind of feedback, and then by sending Jeremy segments of your calls and then getting feedback over Voxer. You're basically being coached every single day.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. And is there a structure for role play? How many times, or is there a fixed time for that?
Yeah. So it's 4 p.m. Eastern time.
4 p.m. Eastern?
We do Mondays and Wednesdays. So it's all set. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Is it okay if I take screenshot or?
I'd rather you not, because this is my income.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happened when I started coaching with Jeremy. Okay. So I did the exact same program that I'm talking to you about. Right. So here's month 1. That is pre-Jeremy. Okay. And you can see that this is me, Sales Sniper. This is me.
Yeah.
These are
Jeremy, right?
What was that?
Before meeting Jeremy.
This is the month before I started. This is like I started training with Jeremy around March 2nd.
Okay.
Right. So not bad, right? 23,000 a month.
That's commissions?
Yeah, that's my comms. This is all my commissions.
Yeah.
Right. So then we go from March to April. Pretty good bump. 66% increase. Okay. Then we go from April to May. Another 33% increase to 51,000 for the month. Then I start getting right into it. Start going deep. Another 26%. Okay, so now we're at triple what I was originally doing. This is a good month here. Okay, 103,000 for the month.
This is in commissions?
Yes. 7 to 8, another 92,000 for the month. And if I have a look at where I'm at month to date, 78,000 this month. So far. Okay? That's what I did as a commission-only sales rep. I'm one of the highest paid commission-only sales reps in the coaching and consulting space. And that's why Jeremy got me to start doing his sales. Right?
Yeah.
So now in terms of you, do you feel like the structure that I've laid out can help you get to where you want to go?
Yeah, I just don't know, man. With the structure, your results are amazing, but you were also doing good. And my level is completely different, more like a...
Oh, there it is. That's exactly what I said was going to be the reason, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So do you know how I heard that?
In the beginning?
Yeah. Do you know why I knew how to identify that?
Uh-huh.
Because I got coached by Jeremy on how to identify it. Right? So so you're making decisions based off where you're at in life, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, you have to either say, listen, it sounds great and I know it's going to work, but I can't afford it, or you don't think it's going to work. Now, they're two very, very different objections.
Yes.
So coaching is designed to get people from where they are to where they want to be. It doesn't matter where you start. Most guy like 23,000 a month, like it's okay. It's not amazing. It's a decent living,
Yeah.
right? Like I obviously live in Australia. It's very different. My expenses are much higher than yours are. A cheap house where I live is $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the
Yeah.
mortgage alone is $5,000-6,000 a month, right? So like it's a very different. Like I'm not going to survive. I'm not going to fucking retire on $23,000 a month. So for me, that was a minimum. I was not happy with that income at all. It was not acceptable, right? And like and so what you have to do is like do you feel like having Jeremy Miner in your back pocket, having access to Boxer, getting to ask him as many questions as you want, getting him to break down your sales structure, listen to your calls and help you role play, do you feel like that will help you get to that 20K per month?
Well, yeah, that could help.
Okay, why do you feel that way?
Yeah, mainly because of the weekly access to somebody who's at the top in the industry.
Okay, is there anything else?
Um, yeah, I think it's a constant learning. With somebody, the same kind of guys who are going towards that goal. Yeah.
Okay, so now what we've got is an in principle agreement that we both agree that the course is in your best interest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we've got. So now what we have to do from a sales perspective is we have to shift into making decisions differently, because right now you're making decisions based off where you are. Okay? Which is a great way to stay exactly where you are. But you don't want to be where you are. You want to be somewhere different. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? So this comes back to an anchor that I said at the beginning of the call. Right? Do you remember when I said there has to be a congruence between speech and action?
You did.
Okay. Do you know why I said that?
So that I also move ahead and take action.
Yeah. So now I set that framework in the beginning to use it for objection handling.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens from here is like now what's happening, right, is now we have an in principle commitment. Okay, now I have detail. I understand that you understand this program would be a benefit to you, and we both agree that it would work. So now we've got to address one of two things, either a logistical objection or a fear objection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you haven't talked about money yet. So I can assume a couple things, but what I want to do is handle like the fear-based objections first, because that's kind of what I feel is step one. And then once we get over that, we can deal with logistics. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So like, do you feel like your mindset affects your decision making?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And are you 100% happy with the situation that you're in terms of your
Not
sales and your income?
100%.
What was that?
Not 100%.
Okay. So do you want to allow that decision making process to continue to rule your results moving forward?
No.
Why not?
Because I want to improve.
Okay. So what do you feel like you need to do to put yourself in the best position to be able to get the outcomes that you want?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please?
What do you feel like you need to do to put yourself in the best position to get the outcomes that you want?
What I think is if I could get some kind of, coaching. Um, I'm getting some now, right now, but I do want to take more coaching wherever possible. Any small edge, it will just add up.
Okay. And in terms of the investment, let's talk about the 3-month investment. So it's
Yeah.
$15,000 over 3 months, but we do have payment plans. In terms of the coaching program, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, if even I were to do this, I would just go with 3 months due to the pricing on that.
Okay. So do you want me to walk you through how the payment plans work?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So we actually do a 6-month payment plan. So
Okay.
it's $3,000 a month. Okay.
It's
So
not
it works.
50, but that
It
would
works
be
out to be 18, but we're
yeah.
allowing you to basically pay for double the length of time that the program goes for. Okay. So now that's a bad business decision, right?
Sorry.
It's
That's
not
what.
a very it's not a very good business decision to allow people to do that. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
So why would we do it?
Why do you guys do it? Is it because of the trust or credit card or?
Because we know it works,
Okay.
right? We've never had a single person not follow through with all their payments. Okay. Now, so what we have to do now is just talk about the $3,000 initial investment, right? Because essentially, once we know we have the skills, right now you're only closing at 12%,
Yes.
right? So even with a small amount, even with a better structure, you'll probably double that within the first month. That would be a totally normal and very realistic outcome. Okay. So if you were to double your sales production, how many sales would you be making per month? You'd be making 25%. So how many calls a month do you take on average?
Well, I had to do lead gen as well. So
Okay, well, when you get better at sales, you get better at lead gen if you're doing like organic outreach and stuff like that. So how many calls on average do you take per month?
about 20, 15, 20.
Okay, so let's just work off 15. So if you were closing at 25%, you'd be able to make around 4 to 5 sales a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your average commission per sale?
About 1,500, 2,000. Let's go with 1,500.
Okay. So you're looking at least $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you're making around $3,000 a month. Is that right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like with all that help that you can make the additional 2 to 3 sales a month, given all that help that you're getting, given the one-on-one attention from Jeremy, given the new sales structure, the call recording breakdowns, all that kind of stuff?
Is it okay if I ask some questions around the
Go for
program
it, buddy.
itself?
Go for it, buddy.
So, I mean, apart from the Voxer group, Voxer interaction,
Yeah.
I don't see, I don't know, right? So that's why I'm asking you. I don't see much difference in NEPQ, the 4K one versus, this one.
So you don't get there's no scripting, there's no role play. So
So when you say scripting, like,
Jeremy writes your script for you.
okay.
So we actually sit you down and we write your script out. Right. So that's where, I mean, just so you know, a one-off scripting session with Jeremy is like $2,500 for a one session. And you're going to get 12 of them.
12 months?
12 sessions, right? So it goes for 12 weeks of coaching, right? So you get access to the NDPQ course. The course is like, it's very similar to what Eli does. It's like just a bit of help. It's a low-end product, right?
Yeah.
But, it's still NEPQ, so it's good for like a baseline knowledge because NEPQ is by far the most effective form of sale.
Sorry, Matt, I just lost you there with your last.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Could you just please repeat it?
Yeah, so I said the NEPQ course is very similar to Eli's, beta group, right? It's a website portal and then just a weekly Q&A with like 400 people.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
The inner circle is a very, very small group of people, right? Like right now it's like 12 people, okay? Where we actually get individual feedback and we write your scripting with you. So we sit down and we do it in a very small group, right? And we write out your scripts. So we give you all the templated scripts, and then we teach you and we write it out together. Make sense? So Jeremy's actually writing your script for you.
So it's like on a group call.
Yeah, it's a very small group, right? And then we write out your scripts together. And then that's one session every week. So, because I want you to have quite an in-depth knowledge of how the scripting works, because the more knowledge and the more sessions you can do around that, right? The deeper understanding you have, the more nuanced you can get with your script writing, and then you can learn how to write scripts for any offer that you take. Right? You can get we write referral scripts, we write objection handling, we write sales scripts, outreach scripts, we have cold callers, door knockers, all that kind of stuff. Right? So we can teach you how to write scripts for every single part of your sales process, so we can make all your sales process as efficient as possible so people don't fall out. Okay? So we do that every single week. So by the end of that 12-week program, you have a very deep knowledge, and you've been taught by Jeremy exactly how to write really good sales structures and why we do it that way. And then because you have the understanding, you know how to get people back on script. You know when to skip things. You can make your sales calls like 30, 40 minutes. Make sense?
Yeah.
Then we do role play sessions, which is all organized by Jeremy. So it's on a call. We have that small group and we do role plays where you get feedback from Jeremy, right? Which is weekly as well. Then we have the Voxer on top of that, which is like your daily, every single day you can get coaching, right? Because every single time you have a question that comes up, you can get it answered.
Okay. And did you say there is a follow-up training as well?
Of what, sorry?
Is there a follow-up training as well? Follow-up?
Follow-up?
Yeah. Following up with the prospects?
That's not really sales. That's not really sales.
Okay.
That's more like, that's more like follow-up. But I mean, in terms of scripting your follow-up stuff, we can definitely help you with that.
But that's not essentially the part of the core program.
No, I mean, follow-up's easy, man. Just call people. That's what I do. I just call everyone. Like, it's not difficult. Call everyone until they say no.
Oh yeah, that also works.
Like, that's what I do. Everyone tries to look for this magic formula. Everyone just is lazy and they just want to automate it. At the end of the day, just call people. Just call the leads. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. Keep in contact with them, trying to provide them some value. Right? So does that structure that I've laid out make more sense now?
Excuse me. The program we talked about is the inner circle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and like this is right now about 12 or so people, so small group.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And it's $3,000 a month.
3,000 a month for 6 months. Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like you'd be able to hit that initial goal of like, a 20% close rate in the next sort of 4 to 6 weeks?
I do want to hit it. I just don't know.
Well, of course. I mean, are you looking for certainty or something?
Yeah.
What's the most common objection you get?
Yeah, I mean, typically what happens is they are doing fairly well. I talk to founders of the software companies, and sometimes they're already doing too good. Sometimes they are looking to start a new business, so there is no such urgency over there. They do want to look at it later.
Okay, so you get think about it objections. You get like there's a level of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that congruency of speech and action that I spoke about?
Absolutely. And here's the reason I'm thinking, okay? So if I was just, there was 50% off post. So I just reached out to her just to see if...
That was about a month ago.
Yeah, I just didn't know that if it's still there or not. So, so just so you have a good idea, what I was thinking is I'm already here in this program. Why don't I jump either in your program because you came into the group and that's how I know you. But apart from that, excuse me, there is a program, there is a scripting session by Jeremy tomorrow, I think. So these are the things I was actually looking to go with.
Yeah, did you pay for the scripting session yet?
Yeah, so those are the options
Did you pay for the scripting session yet?
Yeah, so those are the options I have in mind.
No, I'm asking this. Sorry, I'm asking. Did you pay for the scripting session yet?
No, I'm going to join it because I know it's tomorrow. I just wanted to see, just get on the call and see first.
Okay, but what do you feel like you need to do to put yourself in the best position? Because from everything that you've told me is that you want coaching.
Everything you told me?
So from everything that you've told me, you want coaching. You've said
I
very specifically that you want coaching. You want someone to give you feedback, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And so no course is going to give you the feedback that you want.
that's also true.
So what would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail?
If yeah, so if that is the case, I would definitely do it. If
Okay.
I know
So
that,
if you're not going to bet on you, who is?
I do bet on myself plenty. I do
O-
spend just too much money. It's just about getting the result, improving myself.
Okay. So in terms of is it more of a logistical financial issue or is it more of a, you just don't want to issue?
Now, it's not like don't want to issue for sure because if not today, I want to join Journey someday. But it's more. It's also about the logistic in terms of the finances. I'm
Okay.
not sure if I would be able to be in a position to be able to pay this. You know,
Able to pay the initial payment or able to pay the entire amount?
continuous payments. Yeah,
Okay. So, but like, let's just say the 3 grand, that wouldn't be a problem.
3 grand is what?
So 3 grand wouldn't be a problem, but it's more the fact that it's every month.
Yeah,
Okay. So that's an
possibly.
interesting
Yeah,
one
not
because
sure, but possibly yes.
so that's more of a fear-based objection then because you're not betting on yourself to win. So essentially, like, this is an interesting one, right? So if you are on an island, right, and
Mhm.
you're surrounded by water, every single decision you make is based off the worldview that you're surrounded by water. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
All you can see around you, 17.1 nautical miles. The world to you is just a flat disc covered in water with a little island on it. Okay. And you can walk around that island and you can explore everything on it. But at the end of the day, that's all you have. Now the hard part is that if you want to see the world for what it is, you have to be on top of a mountain. Okay. And there's a couple things there that need to be done in order for you to get there. The first of all is you have to believe the mountain exists,
it does.
right? You have to, because you can't see it, right? Because your perspective doesn't allow it, which is totally fair, right? Because you're on a desert island in the middle of the ocean. So you've got to believe it's there. The second thing is you have to pick a direction, strap on the boots, and start walking into the big blue ocean with the faith that you're going in the right direction. Because you'll never know until you hit that horizon.
Yeah,
Okay. But the person who makes the decisions, that the person isn't, so you never get to the top of the mountain until you make the decisions that the guy who is already there has made. And so there's an easier way to picture that. Let's say someone who's overweight, right? People who are overweight, they're only overweight because they make a series of bad decisions around their health and exercise. That's it. It's that simple,
yeah,
right?
true.
But when somebody decides to lose weight, okay, and they start losing weight, they are making the decisions of someone who is fit and healthy and their body is catching up to their brain.
Yeah,
So if you want to be the guy who can make 20, 30, 40 grand a month commissions, you have to be the guy that makes the decisions who's already there. And the only reason why this is a problem is because you lack the money. The only reason why you lack the money is because you lack the skills. So if you learn the skills, you make the money. So making decisions on what skills you learn based off what money you have doesn't make any sense because it's the only way that you'll guarantee that you stay exactly where you are. You have to put yourself in a situation where you give yourself the best chance of success. And if you really want to get there and if you really want to start pumping this out, you have to put yourself in a position where you can succeed. Because just doing the same things over and over again continuously is just going to leave you with the same result. And Jeremy is the most proven sales trainer on the planet. Nobody has the level of testimonials that he has over multiple industries. And I've shown you my results firsthand.
So you actually, I mean, you were doing good, but you actually got trained by Jeremy just like this, or was there something else?
Exact same. It actually wasn't as good. It was nowhere near as comprehensive. When I came on, we changed the program to make it better. all you used to get, right? I signed up for 12 months, was 4 one-on-one sessions and 12 months of Voxer. That's it for $30,000. So all I did was 4 one-on-one sessions with Jeremy. That's it. And then I got the rest over Voxer. And I got those results. You're going to be speaking to Jeremy twice a week. And you're going to
On
get
a group call, right?
Yeah, but it's a small group call. So that's the reason why it's actually more productive, because you get more interactions. You know what I mean? You get to use his brain more. And it's those small things that you pick up on that are so valuable. Whereas like I had to kind of just figure it out because I only got to speak to him 4 times. You know, so this is it's just a far better way of doing things. And, you know, as someone who's pretty proficient in sales, this is what I thought would be the absolute best way to do it. So me and him came up with this program together. And I was like, this is going to be the bomb diggity. People are going to crush it. So that's why I've been so successful at selling it, is because I really believe in it and because I've gotten the results myself. And there's not a single person who has not been scared of the investment. And most people cannot afford to do this, but they're going to make it work. And we're willing to back them, which is why we're willing to put extended payment plans in place, because I know that in 2 or 3 months' time, you're going to be crushing it and it's not going to be an issue and you'll probably pay the rest in full. Right? So the hard part for you is making a decision based off the perspective you want to have and not the perspective that you currently have. That's the hard part. And I get that. It's not easy. I've been there myself. But if you knew that you couldn't fail and you know you'd pull the trigger, like when I signed up to my first coaching program, right? I called my dad and I was super nervous. It was like an $8,000 program. And I was like, oh, there's this and this and this. And my dad, that's where I got that line. My dad asked me, he goes, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? And I said, I would do it. And he goes, then do that, man. Because if you're not going to back you, brother, who is? And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm in. I'll make it work. And I put myself in a position where I had to succeed, because that's what makes you hungry. And that's what makes you learn, dig deep, get in there, absorb all the information, pester Jeremy, 25 Voxers a day.
Yeah.
So what do you need to do, man? What do you need to do to put yourself in the best position possible?
Is this the best thing for me to do right now?
Okay. So how do we move forward?
What do you think? Because all I care about is results, you know. I know, of course, the things are good, but one of the things I do feel is I have been part of different programs.
I will help you through it, man. Don't worry.
Sorry?
I got your back.
Sorry?
I got your back, dude. I'll help you through it. I'll make sure you get the result.
Yeah, but you won't be there in the, you know, like you're doing your thing.
Yeah, but if you need me, you can just you can. I'll like you on. We'll become friends on Facebook. You can ask me as many questions as you fucking want, dude.
You're already friends, man.
So I've got. Yeah, you can ask me as many questions as you want. I open that up to all the guys who are doing Jeremy's training.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to like just take too much time, because I know, yeah, you're also a busy person.
Yeah, but dude, I get paid a shitload of commission, so like I'm happy to help. Do you know what I mean? Like I like helping people. I want you to get a result. I want you to crush it so much that you shout at the fucking rooftops and you give me 5 referrals. Right? Like I want you to be successful. That's why, like, you know, everyone who's going to join the program is my friend on Facebook or becomes my friend on Facebook. So like, I'm not trying to hide anywhere. I'm here for you, man. Like I want you to succeed. Jeremy is the best sales coach in the business. Hands down, no questions asked. And with his help, like I don't think there's anyone better that I would trust. Like I would mortgage my house to do his training. No dramas. And I've got 2 kids. Right? Like I believe in it that much that like I'm willing to put my name behind it. And for me, that's important. Like I have a good name in this industry. So like I'm not going to sell something that I don't 100% believe in. So if you're not sure, you can borrow my certainty. And I can tell you, hand on heart, I will help you through this. And if you need help from me, I will give it to you.
But is that something, all the things you're saying to me, is that something I can trust you with?
What do you think?
I just want an answer from you, man.
Of course. This call is being recorded. If you need
Yeah.
help, I'll give it to you.
You would send it to me?
It's
Is
that,
that what?
I'll happily send this call to you. But if
Okay.
you need help, I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
And Jeremy's there for you as well, man. 24 hours a day on Voxer. You know, so there's no lack of support. We've got me, we've got Jeremy, we've got the Facebook group, we've got the other guys in the group, we've got the 2 group calls a week plus the Voxer. Plus, if you have questions, you can ask me. You'd probably ask Jeremy first, but if Jeremy didn't get back to you fast enough, you can just ask me. I'll give you my Voxer as well. Right? It's pretty simple, man. Like our goal is to get you an amazing result. Like if you think about it, we can't not, because we're allowing you to do a 6-month payment plan for a 3-month coaching course. If you don't get a good result, you're just going to stop paying. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
I haven't done it yet with anybody.
well, no, I know, but no, I'm not saying that you
Yeah, I
will.
understand.
But like, you know, we're putting ourselves in a situation where we have to succeed,
Oh yeah, that's
which is a situation that you need to put yourself in as well.
okay. So there is one more question about timing. Even like all the other things I had joined in the past, the the timings, right? So they fall in the middle of the night for me. So could you just tell me, is still 4 p.m. for even the one-on-one sessions, or it just for scripting sessions?
Those are, you can speak to Jeremy whenever you want, right? Do you know what I mean? As long
Okay.
as he's awake. The scripting sessions are 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, and those
So
would be 2 sessions, right?
yeah, dude, I'm there as well. They're at 3 a.m. my time. You know what I mean? I'm there.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I understand it's hard, like I get it, but you know, it's 12 weeks and it's gonna change a lot of things for you.
Mhm. All right. This is great. This does look great. Um, just don't want to run into a situation where I'm not able to be, you know, be able to pay it.
Well, why don't you let me worry about that? Because if I'm happy to take the risk, what does it matter? Like, we have to succeed. It's the way it is.
Yeah, but I'll have to go out and I'll have to actually do this. Otherwise, I won't be able to make payments,
If
right?
you're waiting to be in a better position, you have to learn the skills first, man. You've got to put yourself in a position where you back yourself. If you learn the skills, you'll get the result. And if you need to push a payment plan back, then just tell us and we'll talk to you about it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like we can't get blood from a stone, dude. It doesn't work like that. You just have to have an open dialogue. We're going to help you through it. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, but you just have to have an open dialogue. If you just ghost us, they'll be pissed off. But if you're just like, hey, you know, something happened, I need to do 2K this month. Can I do 4K next month? So, yeah, man, sweet. It's no dramas. Let's do that. It's fine.
Right. Is there a way to extend this payment plan instead of 3K?
Now, dude, 6 months is the longest we can do.
All right.
But in saying that, man, like, just worry about the first payment. I'm telling you right now. You saw I got a 66% increase in the first 4 weeks. Right? If you had half of that, if you got half the result I did, okay, you would go from like 12.5 to like 22.
So, yeah, I mean, I understand more or less. Okay, so of course, more or less overview, I understand about the structure. Even with the other program I'm in, yeah, structure is similar. I know that. Uh, so, where do you think would be the best help I would be able to get with this kind of program versus be joining?
The level of nuanced feedback that you'll get will blow your mind.
Okay.
It's the nuanced, very detailed feedback that you'll get that took me from a good sales guy to a great sales guy. It took me from, you know, $25,000 a month to $100,000 a month commissions. There's a 4x return. I made the 30 grand back in like the first 40 days.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, do you like how many hours do you work?
Me? I work in like a normal work week, like 38, 40 hours.
All right, that's impressive.
Well, my
And
comms are pretty.
are the results for other students also similar?
I mean, how many, dude, like how many have you seen? He posts up like 4 testimonials a day. We literally have thousands of testimonials.
Yeah, but that also could be from any PQ, all the things, right?
Yeah, I
It
mean
doesn't how many
the guys who
students.
get like the 10x returns, those are the guys who do the one-on-one stuff. Like Brian Fellers, there's heaps of them. Like a lot of the really, really good testimonials are the ones the guys who do one-on-one coaching. It's hard for me to say. I mean, Jeremy's been doing one-on-one coaching for years. Jeremy's the sales trainer for Google. So like it's hard for me to say all the results that he's gotten, but there's a reason why he's the sales trainer for Google. There's a reason why he's the sales trainer for Kia Motors. You know, there's a reason why he's the guy who he is. So what do you need to do, man? How do you put yourself in the best position so that when you go to bed tonight, you know that you're doing everything that you can do to get to that 20K a month?
Okay, so one other logistical issue I face is so I was having some health issues,
Mm-hmm.
and I just shifted to a new place. So far this month I have not taken any calls because
Okay.
of those things, and neither do I have any calls lined up.
Okay. Looks like you better
So
start getting to work then, buddy.
yeah, so do you think it would be wise to join like a week later or something?
Listen, man, there's a lot of ways that you can go down, but one thing that I know and that you know is that if you do it and you say yes, then you're going to make it work. You're going to figure it out. If not, life is going to get in the way like it always does.
No, man. Yeah, I understand completely what you're saying. But the only thing is, like, yeah, I don't back down from investment. That is not an issue.
No, 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 I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying like listen, like you can start on Monday if you want. Like so we can organize a payment to be drafted like on Friday or something like that. You start on the Monday and then you kick it off next week. Do you know what I mean? Or you can start like, you know, tomorrow if you want. It's up to you. But like I just think, you know, what we want to do is just figure out if this is the right move for you. And if it is, then let's figure out logistically how it makes sense for you.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
So minus the logistics, is this the right move for you? Do you want to move forward with the coaching and then we can work the logistics out after?
Yeah. It does seem like this is something I should do, but it also feels like I already have got stuff. Why don't I work on that and then go into this?
Because you don't have that stuff, man. I know what you've got.
Why not?
I know.
We have
Exactly.
training, right?
I know exactly what you've got. I'm friends with Eli.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's not even on the same planet, which it can't be because it's a different price point, right? It's not something he can deliver because he doesn't have the infrastructure in place to do that. And for the price point that was, you know what I mean? It's just not the same. It's the nuanced feedback that you're missing. And again, man, you can continue just to go to these group calls and do all that kind of stuff, and that's fine. And you continue to get the same results that you're getting. But if you want to speed this process up and you want to get good and you want to get good quick, man, we need to start getting you some feedback and start actually like figuring out what's going on in your calls, what's going right, what's going wrong. Give you a structure that we know works. Start getting results now.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm now thinking is, what if I wait for the commissions to come for the next month and then join?
Yeah.
So
What
that,
if? Yeah,
yeah,
man.
so that I'll not be in a position where a month down the line I'm not able to make the payment.
You know what? There's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
But what do you feel like you need to do to put yourself in the best position. So when you go to bed tonight, you know you're doing everything you can.
That is also right, Matt.
What do you need? What does your gut tell you?
Sorry?
And if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
If I know I can fail, I would definitely do it. There's
Okay,
no
then let's
doubt.
sign you up, get you started. We can take the payment on Friday and we'll get you started on Monday. And then we put yourself in a position where you have to succeed because you will. Because we can't
But
make
where is
decisions. We
that
can't make
situation?
decisions based off.
Sorry?
We can't make decisions based off maybe failing. If we
Yeah,
do, we're just going to continue to stay in a loop of mediocrity.
yeah, yeah. All right. You
Sound good?
fine. But is this the situation where I'm being? Is this the situation where I'm not gonna fail at all, or is
Well,
this kind
there's a worst case and a best case. The worst case is you have
yeah,
no change, right?
yeah,
Unlikely. The best case scenario is you triple your close rate, right?
okay,
That's the best case scenario. So you go to like a 50, like nearly 50% close rate, right? Um, in the middle, the likelihood is you probably double your close rate.
yeah,
And that's in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I would say over the 12 weeks, tripling is probably a very, very realistic figure. So we know that even on modest numbers, you make the extra 3K a month. Like it's not difficult for you, given the amount of opportunity that you can produce, to be able to get to 3K a month.
okay. And the other guys, I mean, yeah, I might sound like just looking for that certainty, because that's what I'm looking for still. So the other guys, like typically, not everybody, but typically, what kind of results are they getting just from this program?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say. It's
Yeah.
relatively new, but we had 2 guys pay the rest in full, and it's been going for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So 2 of the guys out of like 10, so 20% of the guys have already paid the entire program in full because they've already made their money back. One of the guys closed a 25K deal yesterday. It was a brand new account for him. He was in a very similar situation to you. Not much income, not much opportunity. Well, he had less opportunity than you, and he closed a 25K deal, made like $5,000 commission from that, and then put like another $5,000 down. So like the guys are doing well. Like there's no doubt about it. I have 100% confidence in the actual efficacy of the program. And listen, man, like, I'm here for you as well. Like I know what I'm doing. And I'm happy to help you through this process, dude. Like I want you to succeed. I want you to win, which is why I'm not allowing you to just give in to your lower urges of staying where you are. If I didn't give a shit, I would just stop.
Okay.
So
One thing I do feel is, I mean, I understand Voxer and group call, that's great. But sometimes, if there is a one-on-one session, I could actually just get help on something like 15-minute call or something, right?
listen,
Is
man,
that
if you need to do a 15-minute call, I'm happy to do that with you. That's not part of the deal in terms of that's why we have the Voxer, because you can just go back and forth on Voxer. Like I would go back and forth for an hour with Jeremy on Voxer. Do you know what I mean? Like that's not a problem. But if you need a 15-minute call, you can just let me know. I'm happy to do it.
any time of the week?
Yeah, not like 5 times a week. I'm not going to do that. But if you need
Yeah,
like the occasional 15-minute call, I'm more than happy to.
yeah, not 5 times a week, man, for sure. It's just like all I care about is results.
I know, dude, and that's all I care about as well. And I'm happy to go above and beyond and help you with this, but you have to back yourself, brother. Like I can't do it for you.
Mm. And what happens if I'm not in a position to make the next payment?
Then you're going to have to be honest and tell us. We're going to have to figure it out. That's the truth. It's like I don't know. There's no other answer that I can give you.
Okay, yeah.
We just got to figure that out. But the goal is like our training should be good enough to be able to get you there. That's why we have it. We're confident we can get you there.
And what do you think? I mean, I don't know. 3 months may or may not be um, the amount of time we need.
Well, at the end of the day, man, if you're crushing it at the end of the 3 months, like trust me, 3 months is long enough, but you can always upgrade.
Yeah,
And then like you don't have to pay an additional 3 months. You just pay like whatever the difference between the 3 and the 6 month program is, and then you get an additional 3 months.
yeah.
Because the 6 month is only 3,750 a month for 6 months, right? So and then
Mhm.
the 12 month is 5,000 a month for 6 months. So um yeah, man, like there's most people start off on the 3 month and then upgrade to the 6 month, upgrade to the 12 month. That's how it works. But let's just get you the result now, and then we can worry about that later.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Okay.